Hola amigo!
Hola, amigo.
Hey, we start recording this.
All right.
Okay. We tenemos hoy en nuestro podcast a Rational, el Taco Marauder, el one of the leaders from Los Renacidos, ¿no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the founder, but I am one of the leaders.
Yeah, you was the founder from the Forget Marauders, no?
No, no. I'm not the founder of any MMO guild.
Yeah, but legendary player. O-
Your
okay.
words. um, like on MMO or
Yeah,
way back?
you started
Because
in your own?
yeah, I started in your own.
Okay,
Um,
tell me something about that.
I play first with some friends, and I just make my own guild, exploring the game, and I was a puta mierda. in the game because I didn't understand so many things yet.
Hmm.
Then my friends don't like the game; they went somewhere else. I joined another guild, which was more PVE, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I play with them a bit, and I come in contact with some big guilds at that time in your own, which was Dagfins and Aberon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they kind of came to Zerg the server. And yeah, we have some fights, and I start to hear about MMO. And
Yeah, in the MMO, which guild?
okay, I started in Marauders in the MMO. Really,
Uh-huh.
I tried my own thing with a smaller group, but we was too small. So I joined Marauders because I knew them a bit, and from Marauders I joined eventually to Masons.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Then I went back to Marauders, which at that time became the Forged Marauders because they merged up with the Forged. And let's see. Oh no, actually, I started on the MMO. I'm saying this wrong, amigo. I started with Dagfins actually on the MMO.
With
I
what
forgot
guild?
about
I don't know what guild are you talking about.
Dagfins. It was a guild on initially on the Alpha and the Avalon. Those two like times or servers, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined them there, but actually I got kicked out of the guild because they thought I was a Escanir spy
Yeah,
because they were
no.
fighting Escanirs at the time, um, which was it sucked, but it was kind of hilarious. I guess because I'm Dutch and I was always with my Dutch friends in the
Mm-hmm.
Discord. I don't know exactly, but yeah. And then I made my own guild in your own. Eventually joined Marauders, and basically the whole story that I was telling you.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
so far.
yeah, and tell me something about the guild are you playing on right now, the Los Renacidos. How much members you have?
I don't know. I would say between 50 and 60, um, like total members. Not, of
Hmm.
course, all active at the same time.
Yeah, active members 30 maybe.
No, these are active, but not like similar times. I think I peak at 40,
Mm-hmm.
um, but no more at that and than that. Sorry.
Yeah, like us.
Um, yeah, I guess. And yeah, we are a guild. I mean, our focus is PvP. Of course, PvP and PvE go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So we do everything together. Unlike other guilds, basically everyone is working together here. So there is not really many players that is just only doing PvP.
Mm-hmm.
We do both things. And yeah, no,
Yeah,
mostly Spanish. I'm one of the few English speakers.
yeah.
Um,
How much English speakers have you in Los Renacidos?
I think right now we're just 5 English-speaking guys, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, no more. Well, yeah, the guild is mainly Spanish, so it's not for everyone. I mean, you have to be
Hmm.
able to handle. Um,
Yeah, a little Spanish direction, no?
yeah, but also like there is a lot of Spanish conversations, and if you
Yeah,
don't speak Spanish, for some people this can be hard. So it's really not for everyone.
yeah, I understand. And we will talk now more about the political map of Godland. How did you see the political map of Godland today? Is similar to the first map of Avalon if you talk about the different alliances that are right now?
I don't think much changed really. There
Yeah.
is more guilds, smaller guilds,
Mm-hmm.
guilds some people don't know of, guilds that have been doing the same but want to try something new,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which I think is really nice. The problem is that the game is not really enforcing such things, so
Yeah.
usually at some point it just falls back into the same pattern, which is
Yeah, you are
bad
totally
versus though.
right. You are totally right. Yeah, absolutely. You can do new things with the same politics, right? Like in Avalon. You know, is the I think it's similar, no? The political map from New Wonderland and the old Avalon. What do you think?
Mm, it's a bit more broader, but I mean, yeah, the dominating sides are
Hmm.
still the same.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, but
Yeah,
there is small things happening, like around the map that is a bit away from that basically. But yeah,
it's the same.
usually they get on this path as well at some point, and
Yeah,
uh,
if you
I
try.
don't blame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame so much the players for that. I mean, yeah, of course the players have some responsibilities in it, but there's the game. The developers also don't do anything to
Yeah.
prevent that. So you're leaving players with not. You're basically encouraging it,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah. I think the same. Finally, if you try to play like individual guilds, try new something, but in one moment you will need to be one of the two, ¿cómo se dice? Two polos, no? Two parts.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
I mean, allies, alliances, and stuff. You cannot stop this. You can limit it, and you're not limiting it, but it's
Yeah,
unstoppable.
exactly. The one limit for the aliens people can make. And what are the three guilds, in your opinion, that are more powerful from your alliance? From all your allies? From Golden Guards, basically.
Yeah, I don't know. My own, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't. It depends what you mean on they're powerful. Like, they're
Powerful, like, one versus one guild in PvP, which will be better? The three more powerful in that sense.
um, hard question actually.
If you want, I can say you the three guilds are more powerful from your alliance, in my opinion.
Yeah, tell me.
I think the three guilds more powerful from your alliance right now are Los Renacidos, Masons, and West Slavs, maybe? I don't know. West Slavs, I don't know any guy from that guild, but I think, no? What did you think?
Um, I mean, yeah, Westlav is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
They are a strong guild. I mean,
Yeah, strong
I'm
guilds.
seeing it's hard. Like they are a very powerful guild. I'm not denying that. Um, I
Yeah,
mean,
I know
for
it.
me it's hard to because they are on the south. For example, I deal with a lot of people in my server. Um, so it's really hard to judge because I don't know so much what goes around there. I
Hmm.
mean, I do, but not. Yeah, I don't.
It,
It's
basically,
yeah.
you don't want to answer this question, no?
No, it's not like I don't want, but
You don't know how to answer.
it's a hard question, and I think it's a very personal opinion. Like, I would usually just pick people from my own server. So if I
Hmm.
have to be powerful, I choose powerful. There is different ways of powerful. You have good individual PvPers. You have numbers. You
Yeah.
have resources. What what is powerful? I mean. There is a guild. Like for example, I think Masons might actually be more powerful in us in terms of individual skilled PvPers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not saying we don't have good PvPers, we have them, but
Yeah, yeah, of course. You have
uh,
a good PvP players. I know him.
for example, we will be more powerful number-wise. We just a larger guild, for example. So,
Yeah.
and I can say this about lots of different guilds. So for me, it's really hard to say what is,
I don't
yeah,
know.
what is powerful.
Yeah, it's a difficult question in that sense. But I don't know. It's in my opinion, the heads of Godland Guards, no, the heads, the guild heads, no, the front guilds are the los Renacidos, West Slavs, Masons, La Orden, and the Varangian Guard. You know, what is my opinion? I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that is true in my opinion as well. That are the
Mhm.
main guilds.
Yeah, are the main guilds
And
finally.
they will be in those powerful lists. But if I have to limit it to three, it's hard. But if you just keep it to those five, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. And another question: how much time you think will be till the next wipe?
I have no idea. The question is if the game will survive the next wipe. But I don't know. Personally, my hopes are well, actually, the things are a bit slower, but like 6 months from now, that it will be again.
Yeah, I think 1 year at least, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. 1 year is too long of the same.
Yeah, yeah, I think the
I,
same.
I'm very much for the idea that was suggested long ago in Avalon that we will just wipe every 2-3 months and just speeding the things a bit up. I think I played Live is Feudal Your Own in Judgment Hour servers, and I like that actually more
Yeah.
because the nice thing was you went to a different spot on the map, you made different politics, and now it's like it's very similar. So you have a wipe after a year is going to be the same. And if you have a wipe every 2-3 years, people are not going to care so much to stick with the same people, is my opinion. And there will be like a new politics, at least.
Hmm.
More likely to be there. I'm not
Yeah.
saying there will be.
Yeah, I think like you, similar. But I don't know you, but it is a personal question. But in my opinion, personally, I hate Bobik. The developers of this game, I don't know, but I think we have the what's it I don't know how to say it, but we have to make a hurry change for the game. You know.
As weird as it sounds, I kind of can understand Bobek, but I have a lot of disagreements. I don't agree with a lot of his things, but I don't hate anyone.
No, hate. I don't no hate. You know, like a joke, no,
Mhm.
but yeah, Bobby can the works the job the Bobby works is not right now. He need to do a lot of change of the game, and I don't know, another big wipe with new map.
He's making a lot of mistakes. Yeah.
yeah, they are working in a new map. I listen. You listen that too or not?
No, I don't know about that.
I listened something about that. I don't know if it is true, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it will be nice if it's smaller than this one.
yeah, exactly. A map more smaller and less islands, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, unless they build ships, but I don't think that is. I think that is more of a rumor than something will ever happen. Because there has been said that there will be ships in the game, so that would be more interesting. But
Oh, but you think really they
I
can
don't
make?
think it. I'm just saying islands will be more interesting if there were ships.
Of course. If they make ships for the game, it will be awesome. Well,
I don't see it ever happen, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. I think it will never happen. Right now, it's my opinion, no?
Hmm.
And another question: if you know what don't want to answer this, it's no problem. But what do you think about the other rallies in the game, like the Feudalist Army? What do you think about them? and their history in the game. Is the Feudalist army the same, the Feudalist army from the beginning of the Avalon, or is a lot of different, or is more different from that?
Um, from my point of view, I don't think anything changes. I mean, both are pretty similar, Resistance and the Fearless Army.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, we're Golden Land Guard now, not Resistance. But anyways, yeah, they're both doing the same things, really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think both came from a different background though and have a different standpoint. But I mean, I don't want to be all political. I'm not here to drive somebody into the ground or whatever, like to
Yeah.
be political really or make some propaganda.
Yeah,
Whatever.
in this game are a lot of propaganda from any guild you see.
Yeah.
And what are your opinion about the in my, one thing one thing the community, I don't know, but I started again. What are your opinion about the Chinese community from the game, and how that community grow from the first Godland?
Well, I think a lot smaller because
Uh,
initially there was a lot of more of Chinese players, I think,
yeah,
uh,
you think they are smaller than before?
than before. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I wasn't never
Hmm.
like we worked together with lots of them, and but that basically there was the time when Mido was more leading it, and basically we had our own fights. I was playing in Forge Marauders, and we had our own fights with Feudal Union. So I don't know really the biggest size what they initially were.
Hmm.
But from what I'm hearing, a lot of Chinese players went to Chinese servers because there is now they're having some beta version of MMO in China.
But I don't know who popular is Life is Feudal MMO in China. It's a lot of popular. You know something about that? I don't know anything about this.
I think it's doing well from things here and there that I'm hearing, but I don't know how. I cannot tell you numbers or something. But from what I've seen, they can feel IBs. So like there is fights, like
Yeah, yeah. They can. Another question I want to say to you.
I don't know
Who,
if I'm quite correct though on that because that is mainly based on rumors. Just to point out. Sorry.
don't worry. Who did you say the instance battles between Golden Guards and the Fairless Army in this wipe? Because I see you lost every instance battle you fight for now, but I don't know who who was, no? I don't know. I didn't fight in anything of that battles.
So what is your question exactly?
How do you see that instance battles? You will. Um, you think you can win the next instance battles without any problem, or you think you need to improve in something in the field for battle, in the
I
battlefield
mean,
first?
the the statics say enough. Like we need to improve some things. I mean, we haven't won. We haven't done so well. It's
Yeah.
it's a fact. So I mean, yeah, it's TFA always we fighting TFA in instance battles. They always been better or most of the time in IBs. It's nothing new.
Hmm.
I mean, respect for them for that. Mighty is a good commander.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I think the same. I think the same.
um, yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to deny that we don't need to improve anything. Although IBs don't interest me so much. I
hmm,
like open world PvP more. It's not like I don't like them, but yeah.
hmm. I don't know. I think it like you about the instance battles, but now with the 50 versus 50, I don't know. I like more that instance battles. You know, it's
Yeah, I'm
uh
very happy about that.
yeah, it's a better gameplay. You know, it's not lagged. It's a good battle. It's my opinion.
No,
Uh,
I'm thinking exactly the same.
yeah, yeah. Well, is that the Fearless Army always was very good in doing instance battle. They have a good people in that. But I think you have a lot of people that don't have the similar experience in the instance battles. No, maybe. I know Masons, a lot of people from Renacidos, the Varangian Guard, La Orden, and that have a lot of experience, like all of the enemies. But maybe you have new guys from other guilds that have the open recruitment.
Yeah, I don't think there is much of a difference. I mean, they are simply better. I
Hmm.
think tactics play a big role, and as I said, I think Mighty is a good commander, so
Yeah.
I give him a lot of respect for that. Yeah, I think he's just at the moment a better commander. I'm not going to lie about that. So
Yeah.
fair enough. Like,
And in your instance battle, you have always the same commander.
nah, it's different. It depends.
Who is the guy who regular commands the instance battle?
Right now there haven't been a regular. I mean, everyone have been leading an IB. Yeah, I don't think there is really a regular. It depends on um, what is it? Who is
Yeah,
being attacked? Who wants to have the lead? Who we think is the right guy? So,
yeah,
uh, and I mean, I don't think personally having the same commander over and over is always a good thing, especially when you're on the when you're not winning at the moment. You can sometimes learn a lot more because I've
yeah,
been an IB commander as well. Just watching somebody else lead an IB, um, and you can learn what he's doing right or what he's doing wrong a lot better. Yeah, from a distance sometimes.
yeah.
I mean, I've been fighting IBs like since IBs were there, and um, I started to lead my IBs after a year watching other people leading IBs, and my results when I started were very good. But I learned a lot just watching. So sometimes it's better to watch, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I think the same. And that is the man. You have the same opinions like me. We have to be in the same ship. Is that? And
Mhm.
the final question is if you can say something to Bobby and the developers team of Life is Feudal MMO, what you wanted to say to them.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot to say, and they know they know enough for me. So um, I know. For me, um, I think what they're trying to do is very nice. I think a lot of things are unrealistic. That they should take some standards of them away and be a bit more like other games, like introducing those things,
Mm-hmm.
like more instances, for example. I'm not saying taking take open world. They don't want to go too much instances because it takes the open world away. But there is ways to make instances without taking too much open world away. Because right now, if we have a big siege and there is a lot of people,
Hmm.
it's just really laggy. You know,
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah,
you can
absolutely.
prevent that with like having sieges, for example, in instances. But they don't want to do that because it takes open world away. That is at least what I'm noticing. Which I think is very wrong because I think it's very game destroying if we have to go to a siege and everyone wants to be at the siege. So there is like two big zergs basically, and uh, there's like there's no fun at all because it's just laggy.
Yeah, but, if you think about that, the developers thing and all the thing of Life is Feudal, they are, how to say it, are throwing to the trash a lot of resources that are doing anything. Servers with one, two people, three, I don't know, 30 people maybe, but it's
I
not.
think they have a vision and they want to be unique, but I think they're trying what the other games aren't doing basically. But I think a lot of other games aren't doing that because they realize it's not going to work, it's not possible, and I feel like Bitbox is sticking to it anyways, and is somewhere thinking that it will be possible, and yeah, I don't think it ever will. But maybe I'm totally wrong on that. That is just player point of view.
we'll never know from now. but,
Yeah.
but yeah. And another question. Like, here the real last question. What do you think about the arenas? You say arenas, no?
What do you mean?
The how
So you,
the events like the arena, the you win the first position, and you will have 10 of silver coins. Second position 5 silver coins. Third position one silver coins. You know what I mean, no? What I
yeah, but I'm a bit confused if you mean the actual arena that you enlist to or the
yeah
arena that they're
2 horas después.
players.
yeah the arena of players, no? The 10 players PvP and fight between all of
I
them. I wanted to ask you if you know something about what you think about the arenas between 5 versus 5 guys. Something talked about that in the last AMA, no?
yeah, if they make an option for Team Arena, I mean, we've been asking for years for that.
Yeah, that would be awesome in play. Eso sería la hostia, amigo. Eso sería lo mejor del mundo, the best of the world.
Yeah, well, what would be interesting if you could like open your own arena like an IB, that you get your own like
Yeah.
and make a team that like for example, I can have Valorant enlisting in one side and I can have Game Over for example enlisting in another side, 10
Yeah.
versus 10, like a small reward, but more for fun. Like maybe
Yeah.
your reward is 10 silver is like nothing, but
Yeah. That could be. I don't know. I think if they implement that mechanic in the game will be I don't know 300% better. 300% people will play this. It's
it will
like
reach out a lot more to PvP players that
yeah
way. A lot of
yeah
PvP players don't want laggy fights or are just bored sometimes, and they go to an arena, but the arena is not like very optimal right now.
yeah
I mean,
absolutely.
it's interesting if you can just open your own arena basically, and you can enlist. You go to an instance or something. I would really like to see this, and that the guilds can basically challenge each other. Almost
Yeah.
like an IB.
More competitive, more like the esports. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
something like
for
that. It's something like that. A real competition in the game, in which mechanic you can fight with other people in the same situation, in the same ambient.
I
It,
mean, if you have Team Arena and you can just it's based on the guild. If the guilds can host it basically, and you can
Mhm.
enlist to that arena to fight that specific guild, so you can have like 10 versus 10 guild versus guilds fights.
Man, yeah,
Um, this will bring a lot of people to the arena because you can test your skill basically with your guild against another, and people will like that.
yeah, 10 versus 10. That vision is. Yeah, you will need to talk to Wobik and say it to him, huh?
Yeah, or 5 versus 5, maybe 10 is maybe still a lot, but I don't know.
I don't know, 5 versus 5 and 10 versus 10, no? Like the big instance battles, but the little brother,
Hmm.
That will
Yeah,
be. I don't know that. All players will enjoy this, but. Impresionante, vamos, la hostia. La hostia, amigo.